Hi, you guys. Welcome back. And of course, if you are new to this channel, welcome. My name is Tracey Erickson, and in this video, I will be giving you 8 tips to increase self-love. So stay tuned. Self-love is a very important part of anyone's spiritual journey. So if you are on a journey of developing yourself, of self-growth and spiritual development, then increasing self-love is a very good way to increase your power for growth and spiritual development. Before we get into it, I want you guys to be sure to click that like button if you like this video and share this video with all of your friends out there on social media. And of course, if you're a viewer but not yet a subscriber, I would love for you to click subscribe down below. And once you've subscribed, you can then click the bell to be notified each and every time that I upload a new video. So without further ado, let's get into 8 tips to increase self-love. My first tip to help you cultivate more self-love is to repeat loving affirmations to yourself. Now, I have already made an entire video explaining to you the importance of affirmations. So I will be sure to link that video up above for you if you haven't yet watched it. So I do recommend going back to watch that if you want to understand the power of affirmations. Now, if you want to use affirmations to help increase self-love, then you would simply come up with a phrase or statement that is loving towards yourself and simply repeat that statement throughout each of your days. And over time, you will actually begin to think in the way that you have been affirming, because you are taking any negative thinking that you find yourself experiencing and you're inserting your own affirmation over that thought. And therefore, you are overriding any old preconceived notions you had about yourself. So affirmations are a great way to override previous programming so that you can then begin to program your thinking to look at yourself in a more positive and loving light. I have also created a video of affirmations for self-love, so I'll link that up above as well in case you want to check that out. So now let's move on to tip number 2. And my second tip to help you increase self-love is to begin a journaling practice. Now, journaling doesn't necessarily have to be a daily practice, but it does help, especially in the beginning, to get you into into the practice of writing in your journal. So, if you are new to journaling and don't really know what you might gain from such a practice, let me help you to explain. Journaling is just an excellent way for you to take some time to sit with your own thoughts and to write them out. And simply writing your thoughts is a great way to really understand your thoughts. Just imagine you have a thought that is something that is not tangible within your mind. And you take that thought and bring it through your hand, transferring it onto paper using your very own hand. So in a way, as you're writing out these thoughts, you're beginning to take them deeper and deeper. And then when you take the time to reflect on where you've been, it's easier to see where you want to go. I also look at journaling as kind of a snapshot into the person you used to be. So when you look back into old journal entries, it's like seeing exactly what you used to think about a certain situation or how you used to handle yourself in certain situations. And honestly, I have come to so many realizations simply by reflecting on previous journal entries, because it is in those moments where you can see exactly where your mind was in certain situations in your past compared to where it might be in the present day when faced with a similar situation. So when you reflect in your journals, you are able to actually see your soul growth and spiritual development happening right before your eyes. And you're actually able to come to a realization about the level of development you've reached based on the levels of development that you had reached in the past. And my third tip to increase self-love is to learn to still your mind. I've told you guys this before, but the average human actually experiences up to 50,000 or more thoughts each and every day. Don't tell me that you remember what all of those 50,000 thoughts are that are just running through your mind at all these times. So, to learn to still your mind, you're actually learning to become the observer of those thoughts. And therefore, you are learning to be in control of the thoughts that you want to experience. So stilling your mind is a major, crucial aspect of increasing self-love, because most of the thoughts that are going on in our minds are simply thoughts that are put on autopilot that we don't even recognize. So you may or may not hear that unconscious thought telling you that you're not good enough, or you're not pretty enough, or, you're not fit enough, or whatever the case may be. So the more you learn to still your thoughts, the more that you can identify those thoughts that are replaying in your mind over and over again and actually bringing you down and bringing you away from self-love. So some ways that I've already shown you guys how you can practice mind skills that will help you to still your mind and to concentrate. There are plenty of videos that I've created for you guys. So I'll point out right now the candle gazing video. So I'll be sure to link that one up above. And with the practice of candle gazing for only 10 minutes a day, in that video, I tell you guys how I was able to increase my level of focus and concentration and how it changed my life in so many ways. You can also learn to still your mind by doing exercises such as mirror gazing, which is a video that I just recently created for you guys, and I'll put that one up above as well. So when you practice mirror gazing, it is very similar to candle gazing, but with the focal point being your own reflection in the mirror before you. And of course, another great way that I always talk about for stilling your mind is to take on a meditation practice. Meditation is so important for stilling your mind as well as increasing self-love. Meditation is used around the world and throughout the ages to increase concentration and focus, to still the mind, to understand and observe your thoughts, as well as to reduce stress and to increase vitality and life force within your being. There are so many benefits to meditation. So now let's move on to our next tip on how to increase self-love. And my fourth tip to help you cultivate more self-love is to have gratitude, to express gratitude for the many blessings that you have in your life. The way that I really like to explain gratitude is this. Everyone is counting something. So are you counting your blessings or are you counting your curses? So think about that for a moment. If you're counting your curses, then you do not have an attitude of gratitude. So if you need to change this aspect of yourself, this will help you to recognize what you have created in your life. It will help you to recognize what you value. And it will help you to cultivate more of those things that you want in your life, because you will be focused on what you have and what is abundant right in front of you, rather than counting your curses and being someone who only sees what they don't have and only recognizes what is not there. So to create this attitude of gratitude, I would recommend simply doing a gratitude list each and every day for at least a week, just to see how it makes you feel. So now I will just insert a little part from a previous video that will help to explain how the gratitude list works. Each and every day, just grab a notebook and a pen, sit down and write out 10 things that you are grateful for. And then when you're completed writing on the list, then you should read each of the items off once again and repeat, thank you, thank you, thank you, while feeling the feelings of gratitude. As you practice this each and every day, you will become so much happier. I've been in and out of the gratitude list for years. Sometimes I'm very disciplined in my practice, and sometimes I go for a very extended period of time without practicing. And I will tell you, every time that I come back to the gratitude list and practice it daily, I realize a difference almost immediately. And my fifth tip to increase self-love is to be sure to spend more time in nature. You guys, so many of us have been stuck inside, especially over the last year. We've been cooped up. We've been busy looking at the same four walls all around us. Many times we are working, living, and going to school all in the same place, in our very own homes. So it is so important to be sure to give yourself time to be outside, to let the sun absorb in your skin, to breathe in the fresh air, and to actually experience the world around you. Nature is a wonderful place. Nature is healing, and trees actually give you the energy of healing. And all you have to do is go spend some time around them to experience the benefits that nature has to offer. So even if you have a very busy schedule, be sure to carve out at least some time for yourself to go out into nature, to put your phone away, and to just be with Mother Nature and let her guide you and let her show you all of the many blessings that are all around you all the time. And my sixth tip to help you increase self-love is to be conscious of your needs and your body's needs. So what I mean by being conscious of your needs is to know when your body needs nourishment, to eat delicious, nourishing foods that are colorful, that are offering you nourishment in the form of vitamins and minerals. You should be sure to move your body. Don't become stagnant by sitting around too much. Get up and move your body so that the energy is constantly in motion, because energy is constantly moving anyway. So you are actually going to help yourself by simply using up some of that energy that you have stored up in your body, rather than continuing to store up this energy for a time that you'll probably never use it. So being conscious of your needs is really listening to your body and knowing exactly what you need to do for your highest good. And my 7th tip for increasing self-love is to do something you love each and every day. It is so important for us to carve out some time for ourselves and to do something that truly brings us joy. So whether that is for you to write or to read or to play music, whether that is to lift weights or, make YouTube videos or do tarot readings, whatever that is, always be sure to give yourself time to do something that truly brings joy to your heart. Because the more that you do the things that truly bring you joy, the more you are increasing self-love. And your higher self will thank you, because those things that bring you joy and make you feel passionate, those are the things that your highest self are trying to make you do regularly. But sometimes we act like we just don't have the time to do what it is that we want to do for ourselves. So no, it is not selfish to want to do exactly what it is that you want to do. So to increase self-love, be sure to spend time doing those things that connect you with your heart. My 8th and final tip for how to increase self-love is to heal any unhealed relationships with others, because as you heal relationships with others, you are healing the unhealed aspects of yourself. Now, that may or may not make sense to you right now, but in universal language of mind, or otherwise known as symbology, if you are reading scripture or interpreting dreams, other people are going to actually represent aspects of yourself. So in your real life, while other people look to be separate and, something different from us, on a spiritual level, other people are actually there showing you aspects of yourself that are being reflected back to you. So anytime that you are having problems with the relationships that you have with other people, it is very likely that there is something hidden within you, within your shadow, that you could learn about yourself through that relationship with another person. So one of my favorite ways to heal relationships with others and also with unhealed aspects of myself is to practice Ho'oponopono. Ho'oponopono is an ancient Hawaiian practice or technique that heals relationships. Now, the great part that I love about Ho'oponopono is that you can do this on your own without being in the presence of the other person. Another thing I love about Ho'oponopono is that while you heal your relationship with that other person, you don't have to reestablish a relationship with that other person for that relationship to become healed on a more spiritual level, on a deeper level. So, Ho'oponopono is simply 4 phrases that you repeat over and over again, whether with the other person in question or on your own during a meditation. So the practice of Ho'oponopono is similar to reciting affirmations or a mantra. So the 4 phrases are: I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you, I love you. So all you have to do is just have an image of this person in your mind or situation that you want to heal. And as you're imaging this person or people in your mind, simply repeat over and over like a mantra. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. And so on and so on. However long you feel. The longer the better, honestly, because you start to feel like you've been doing it too long, but then you should go a little longer because then it kind of brings you to a whole nother level of healing. So it's up to you how long you want to practice, but Ho'oponopono works wonders, and it works great when you use it, for multiple times in a row on the same situation, because the healing just gets deeper and deeper until you can finally just let it go. But letting it go is actually, like I already stated, anytime that you heal and let go of things that you're hanging on to in others, you're actually healing that unhealed aspect of yourself. So anytime that you can take the time to offer love to another relationship, you're actually offering love to yourself. Well, that about wraps it up for this video. So if you like this video, be sure to click that like button and share this video with your friends on social media. And of course, if you're a viewer but not yet a subscriber, I would love for you to click subscribe right below this video. And once you've subscribed, be sure to click that bell so that you can be notified each and every time that I upload a new video. Thank you guys so much for watching and spending your time with me. I love you. And I'll see you next time. Bye.